Hello, my name is Veronica and welcome into the Learning Lab. And in today's lab, it's a little minor surgery on a Martha Stewart punch. I had been trying to make some paper earrings using some watercolor paper, and I had been warned that this could damage my punch, and sure enough it did. I was not able to punch where the metal would come all the way through cleanly on the other side. It kept getting hung up, and I knew I had to do something to fix it. So I got a couple of tools, jewelry pliers and a small screwdriver that I had, and I went in on the side of the punch just to push that plastic a little bit to get it to pop open. I figured if I damaged it, it would be okay because the punch was useless as it was. But luckily, I was able to get it open without damaging it at all. And once I got it open, this is what I saw inside. And it was those pieces. And I started to see how they went together. And I noticed that on the large piece that contained the springs, there's a squared off edge that lines up with the squared off edge on the punch. So I married those two pieces together. This is a side view showing you where the springs are. None of my springs were broken and I didn't have to worry about it. I fiddled around with those two plastic pieces and realized that's how they fit inside the lid. I just had to figure out how to put them onto this metal piece. I noticed that they were numbered. One had a 5 and the other plastic piece had the number 6. I took it and slid it into the little opening slot that was there, and then I saw the black part underneath, so I knew there was some contact being made, and it was being made with those two little silver pieces that you see there with the black mark on them. Once I laid it down, it sat on top at a raised angle. So then I put the other piece on and pulled it across and saw that that's the mechanism that actually allows the punch to go up and down. So once I had gotten those completed, I needed to sit it over into the bottom casing for the unit. I noticed that there was a well for the springs to go into, so I needed those aligned, but more importantly, I needed that squared off edge to line up with the square on the plastic. So when I picked the unit up to insert it inside, I had to get everything just so. And this is a top view of what that looked like. This is a side view of what it looks like. So now I have everything in there. I need to put the top piece on that goes on there. I needed to make sure that the bottom part was aligned all the way down. And to help me get the top part on, I am going to go ahead and put it on that base. Again, lining up that corner edge with the other corner edge, and that makes it solidly in place. These are the ones that will push down, that will cause that punch to punch all the way through the paper. Just a reminder of the inside of that lid and how those two plastic pieces, numbers 5 and 6, are going to have to line up with that recessed area on the inside. Again, making sure my corner to corner is lined up and that my sides are going to fit over the little hooks on the side of the punch. I'm filming this with the phone in my hand because at the last minute I thought, you know what, somebody else might have had this issue, so let me grab my camera. So that's why everything's just a little bit wonky. But I'm trying to get the top pressed down in the right position, and there it went, right there. Yep, it's going up and down, a few presses. Now let's test it out. I've already put the base down, put that on top, giving it a good punch, and my punch is working again. And because I was punching copy paper, I went ahead and folded over so that I had two pieces in there. Yeah, I know my video's sideways, but I want you to see that I'm not playing with this. There's my paper again, and lining up the flat corner to flat corner and pressing it down, and now I have a working paper punch. As always, thank you for joining me in the lab today. Please remember to check out my blog at inkollusions.blogspot.com. Until then.